Welcome back, MVP Road Car. Today we've got something special lined up because we're diving deep into the all-new 2026 Chevrolet Impala SS. For years, the Impala name has carried a lot of weight in American automotive history, and with the revival of the SS badge, Chevy is aiming to bring back that mix of muscle, comfort, and modern performance that defined this car in its golden era. This isn't just another sedan. This is Chevy's attempt to balance old-school DNA with the demands of today's drivers. So let's take a closer look at every detail, from the exterior styling to the cabin technology, the performance under the hood, and of course where it stands in terms of pricing and value. At first glance, the 2026 Impala SS makes a strong impression. The designers clearly leaned into a more muscular profile while keeping the elegant sedan proportions that made the Impala recognizable for decades. The front fascia is aggressive but not overdone, with a wide blacked-out grille and a subtle SS badge integrated neatly into the mesh pattern. Slim LED headlights sweep back along the hood, giving the car a sharp, modern face, and down below you've got functional air intakes that hint at the performance behind them. Chevy went with a long sculpted hood, short deck lid, and a sweeping roofline that almost gives it a fastback look. And that's going to appeal to both traditional sedan buyers and those who might be looking at sportier options. The car sits on 20-inch wheels as standard, with optional 21-inch alloys if you want to push the stance even further. From the side profile, the beltline has a confident rise toward the rear, and the slightly flared fenders give the Impala SS a planted, wide-track look. Around the back, it's all about subtle muscle cues: quad exhaust tips, LED taillights with a smoked finish, and a lip spoiler that's just enough to add character without being flashy. It looks purposeful, it looks modern, and it definitely carries that SS attitude. Sliding inside, Chevy has given the Impala SS an interior that blends comfort and sport. The first thing you notice is how driver-focused the cockpit feels. You've got a 12.3-inch fully digital gauge cluster right in front of you with SS-specific graphics, and next to it, a 13-inch central infotainment display angled slightly toward the driver. The infotainment system is Chevy's latest, with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, built-in navigation, and a new voice assistant that actually feels intuitive rather than gimmicky. The steering wheel is flat-bottomed with perforated leather, contrast stitching, and paddle shifters tucked behind it. SS badging is stitched into the seats and embossed on the headrests. And speaking of seats, the front buckets are heavily bolstered, but still comfortable enough for long highway cruises. Materials across the cabin have taken a big step up compared to older Chevy sedans. You'll find soft-touch panels, aluminum trim, and optional carbon fiber accents if you want that sportier vibe. Ambient lighting runs along the dash and doors, customizable in multiple colors, and the center console has a wireless charging pad plus plenty of storage for modern everyday life. In the rear, Chevy didn't forget about passengers either. The Impala SS has generous legroom and headroom, making it a legitimate full-size sedan that can carry 4 adults in comfort. The trunk space is massive, over 18 cubic feet, which is more than enough for road trips, luggage, or even golf bags. So the car hasn't lost that practicality that Impala buyers always appreciated. Now let's talk about the part most of you are waiting for: the performance. Under the hood, the 2026 Impala SS comes with a 3.6-liter twin-turbocharged V6 pushing out around 400 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque. It's paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission that delivers power smoothly, but also gives you quick downshifts when you want to push it. Chevy is offering it in rear-wheel drive as standard, but you can option it with all-wheel drive if you want better grip, especially in regions with harsher weather. 0 to 60 comes in just about 4.5 seconds, which is quick for a full-size sedan, putting it right in line with some European sports sedans that cost a whole lot more. Top speed is electronically limited to 155 miles per hour. The chassis tuning is where Chevy really impressed. The Impala SS uses adaptive suspension that can switch between comfort and sport modes. So in one moment you've got a smooth highway cruiser, and in the next, it stiffens up to handle corners with surprising agility for a car this size. The steering is precise, not overly heavy but with enough feedback to make spirited driving enjoyable. Brembo brakes come standard on the SS trim, with large ventilated discs that give you confident stopping power. And the exhaust note has been tuned to deliver a deep growl when you step on it without being intrusive when you're just cruising. For buyers who want to push things even further, Chevy offers a performance package that includes a limited slip differential, summer performance tires, and an upgraded cooling system to handle track days or aggressive driving. Fuel economy obviously isn't the main reason you buy a performance sedan like this, but the twin-turbo V6 does deliver respectable numbers. You're looking at around 21 miles per gallon in the city and up to 29 on the highway with rear-wheel drive, slightly lower with all-wheel drive. That's not bad considering the performance, and it's definitely more efficient than the old V8 setups from previous generations. On the technology and safety side, Chevy has loaded the Impala SS with modern driver assist features. You've got adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, automatic emergency braking, and even hands-free highway driving through Chevy's Super Cruise system on certain trim levels. That adds a layer of convenience and safety that makes this car just as suitable for long commutes as it is for weekend fun. Now, when it comes to pricing, Chevy has positioned the Impala SS to be competitive in the sports sedan segment. The base SS starts right around $49,000, with a fully loaded model pushing into the mid-$60,000 range, depending on options like all-wheel drive, premium audio, or the performance package. That means it's undercutting many of its European rivals while offering similar performance and technology. You're essentially getting a full-size American sedan with muscle car spirit, modern luxury, and everyday usability at a price that's hard to argue with. So, who is this car really for? If you've been longing for the return of a proper full-size Chevy sedan that doesn't just check the boxes for space and comfort, but also brings real excitement behind the wheel, the 2026 Impala SS might just be your answer. It's not pretending to be a Camaro, it's not pretending to be a Corvette. It's its own thing, a modern sports sedan with American roots and a balanced personality. You can daily drive it, you can take your family on a trip in it, and at the same time, it'll put a smile on your face when you decide to push that throttle. The 2026 Impala SS represents a kind of rebirth for Chevy's sedan lineup. In a market that's dominated by SUVs and crossovers, Chevy made a bold move bringing back the Impala name in this way. And honestly, it works. The styling is fresh, the interior feels premium, the tech is up to date, and the performance is genuinely exciting. It's the kind of car that makes you remember why sedans used to rule the road, and why they still have a place for drivers who want something more engaging than just another tall, heavy SUV. If you're cross-shopping, you'll probably compare this with something like the Dodge Charger's last hurrah models, maybe even the Chrysler 300 if that stays alive, but also with imports like the BMW 5 Series, the Audi A6, or even the Genesis G80. Against those, the Impala SS brings a mix of value, power, and space that makes it very competitive. It may not have the badge prestige of the Germans, but it has the kind of character that makes you feel like you're driving something special every day. So overall, the 2026 Chevrolet Impala SS is more than just a revival of a classic nameplate. It's a statement that Chevy still believes in the sedan as a platform, and not just any sedan, but one that can stand toe-to-toe with performance-oriented rivals while keeping that American identity intact. If you're in the market for a full-size car that blends style, muscle, and modern tech, this deserves to be on your short list. And that wraps up today's deep dive into the 2026 Chevy Impala SS. Let me know in the comments if this is a car you'd consider adding to your garage, and whether you think Chevy nailed the return of the SS badge. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and stick around because we've got plenty more reviews and road tests coming your way right here on MVP Road Car.